Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Zerolemon 5000mAh charging case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So for those of you that have been following my coverage, you know I have the Samsung rugged case and whitestone dome glass on the front and back on the camera array of my Note 20 Ultra. But today it's all about Zerolemon. And the reason I entertained reviewing this, they did send it over for review purposes, is because one of the biggest problems, really the only problem other than the sheer size of the Note 20 Ultra, is its battery life with that 120 hertz 6.9-inch AMOLED display. So this is one way to address it. I think it's roughly $60 US. I don't know if it's available online yet. If it is, I will include a link to their Amazon store. And it looks like I'm just going to have to tear this off, or I can just pop it open this way. And it's going to definitely make the phone much larger. I mean, any charging case will do that. Zerolemon has a solid reputation, so that's part of the reason I agree to review products from them when they ask if I'm curious to see what they've cooked up lately. So let's go ahead and break this thing open. I can already tell you it is fairly large. From what they told me via email, it does support quick charging. And now we've got some instructions. So let's take a look. The installation says here, bend the top of the case and put the phone in the case. Okay, so we've got to actually bend it back like this, and it is malleable, so that makes sense. So you're going to slide it down and then ensure the phone charging port is secured onto the connector jack. And then disassembly is basically the same. So it's all about getting to this first. And before we throw it in there, you can see they have all of the applicable cutouts, as they should. Charging, microphone, S Pen, volume rocker, power button, microphone again, the giant camera hole. Let's see how this looks. So I'm going to pop out the rugged, or pop off the rugged case, which, by the way, I really do like the rugged case. Right now it is a favorite of mine. And let's do exactly what they said. So first things first, get the paperwork out of the way. Go ahead and bend that and slide it in, making sure that we do make a connection with this. I'm trying to give you the best possible view. So it looks like we're lined up and we're in. Now just pop it over, and that's it. In order to start charging it, it should be as simple as holding down the, well, they tell you right here, so they make it simple. Press the power button to turn on, hold power for 3 seconds to turn off. So single press should do it. We do have 75% charge. You can see the LEDs, 1 out of the 4 is not illuminated. And that's it. And yes, it is charging. You can see right now I'm at 86%, but it is telling us that in 27 minutes it will be full. So again, to my knowledge, this is a quick charge device. Now, as far as how things look with the cutouts that I just showed you before, the S Pen, you are going to be able to get it, but to me, you are going to need a nail, that's for sure, because you can see it just comes out. So without a nail, I wouldn't actually be able to get to the S Pen, something for those of you that are wondering. And then when it comes to the camera, they do have a lip around the camera array. You can see it right there. So some form of buffer, but it's still nearly flush with it. Of course, this giant battery bump is going to change that. But what's nice about this, I can tell you already, is that when you place it down, it is flat. And one of the biggest problems I think many users have with the Note 20 Ultra line is that camera bump, even with some cases, does not permit you to put the phone down flat. Now, while this is a beast, I think they also have a 10,000 milliamp hour. So if you think this is thick, which is understandable, imagine what the 10,000 milliamp hour looks like. But if, like me, you want to make sure that you don't have to worry about battery power in certain instances, this is not something I would use all the time. But for example, traveling, or if I had to go through one of my annual hurricane evacuations, which I'm still hoping we don't have to go through, this is the type of thing I throw in my bag and I have available, because it's just one of those items that it ends up hurting you not to have something like this if you know you're going to be away from a power port, a wall adapter for an extended period of time. And if the quick charging is true, even better. Now, as far as this working with Qi charging while it's on, I don't believe that's the case. I'll take a look if there's anything in the paperwork right here. I think they are making one that does support wireless charging through the case, but I don't think this one does. And this is their ultra slim version, just to be very clear. So they're telling you to directly plug the authorized charging cable that came with your phone directly into the Type-C port. And so yeah, there's nothing here about it being able to charge wirelessly. So I am assuming that you're not going to be able to do that. And because it's 5,000 milliamp hour, this should give you a full charge since the battery is 4,500 inside the phone. But we'll see. And then they give you the readout of the LED lights, essentially just taking you through what is somewhat self-explanatory, that if all four are lit up, then you're between 75 and 100%. If it's only three, it's 50 to 75. And I actually did see that this dropped down to 2 as soon as it started charging. So we're more around 50, right at 50, really, since it had a third light and that disappeared. And then the discharge status as well. So, yeah, which pretty much matches up, which it should. You only have 4. They're 25% increments. Pretty straightforward. But again, for point of reference, when it's sitting inside of this case, you see the difference in the jump. And it's a lot because there's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery sitting in the back of this case. What's interesting, though, is that the case is the same thickness up until we get to that battery hump or bump, whatever you want to call it. But that's pretty much it. Again, this is the Zerolemon. Whoa, it dropped down another. We're going to have to see. I got to put it through its paces. The Zerolemon 5000 milliamp hour slim charging case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe and please stay safe. Later.